What's going on? How to qualify for a house in 2025 with the minimum credit score of 500. Now, you may think that you can't qualify for a house because your credit score is really low. Or you think that it's going to take you a very long time to increase your credit score. Now, these are two valid concerns. But in this video, we're going to discuss ways to get around this obstacle where you can buy a house today, or at least prepare yourself to buy a house within the next 3 to 6 months. Before we get into it, I want you to click the link in the description box, if you like, where you can get a full PDF on how to buy a single family home as a beginner to fix and flip for a profit. It's the single most comprehensive PDF on this topic today. Now, you get 3 bonuses that come included with this PDF. Number 1 is how to do a market comparable analysis for any house you're looking to buy and for any home in America. Number 2, you're going to get the 21 steps to rehabbing a house in the PDF, because this is where a lot of people lose their money at. Then number 3, you're going to get a PDF on how to submit an offer, which is called a letter of intent. So without further ado, let's get started. The program to use is FHA. FHA is Federal Housing Administration. It's a governmental backed loan that insures all lenders, which allow lenders to be able to give loans to people with better terms and better rates that have a low credit score. So FHA is definitely the way to go. Now, what are some things that FHA look for that will allow you to qualify? Well, number 1, your credit score, if it's at 579, you can pay anywhere. If it's 579 or better, you're going to pay 3.5% as your deposit. However, if it's between 579 and 500, your down payment is going to be 10%. Now, this is the downside to being able to qualify for a FHA loan. Yes, you got to come to the table with more cash because your credit score is lower. Makes sense to me. The other thing is with a FHA loan is that it must be your primary residence. Anywhere from 1 to 4 units. You can live in 1 unit, but the other 3 units can be rented out as rental income for yourself. The third thing to consider is that your debt to income ratio has to be 43%. Now, what is your debt to income ratio? Well, you're going to add up all of your debt that you're going to have to pay within that 1 month. So you're talking credit cards, we're talking any sort of debt you have. You're going to add all these debts up and you're going to divide them by the gross amount of monthly income that you make. So let's say your check is $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month. You take the gross amount. So you look at your pay stub, or if you look at your pay stub and you say to yourself, look, I'm making $4,000 a month, but after taxes, I'm making $3 grand. You don't calculate the $3 grand. You calculate only the $4,000. And you divide that into the gross amount of debt. And that's how you get your debt to income ratio at 43%. Now, if it's not at 43%, then you have to figure out ways to eliminate debt and increase your income to be able to qualify. The next thing is you must show steady income. Now, income is really important. So your income can't fluctuate. So if you make $4,000 a month, then every single month you should be making $4,000 a month. It can't fluctuate 1 month of $1,000, 1 month $2 grand, another month $2,500. But it depends on the type of lender though. So you possibly could qualify if your income isn't steady, but ideally you want steady income. And if it's not steady, you may have to reach out to different types of banks to see if they can maybe add up all those months to get the average amount of monthly rent that you make in order for you to qualify. So here's some basic things on how to qualify for an FHA loan. Again, I have the PDF in the description box below. Feel free to click that link if you want to know more information about fixing and flipping a single family home as a beginner for a profit. Until the next time, take care. Check out my other video here